Now, your first ready reckoner to what the budget means is to look at budget at a glance. That's part of the finance minister's speech. So you look at budget at a glance, where you'll have different columns. So you look at actual figures, you look at budget estimates, and you look at revised estimates. Now, what's the difference between actual figures, budget estimates, and revised estimates? Actual figures is the money that has actually been spent. Budget figures is actually the money that was budgeted. Now, this typically happens, depending on calculations, and it happens at the start of the year. Considering the budget is going to be presented on the 1st of February, Finance Minister and her team has a very daunting task of estimating what the tax revenues are going to be like, what the growth is going to be like, what's the expenditure that they intend to take. So these are all budget estimates. And then you have revised estimates. Revised estimates are put out 9 months after the completion, which is typically the time around which your budget is presented. All these figures are in rupees, in crores of rupees. First number for you to look at is revenue receipts. Now, what do you mean by revenue receipts? Revenue receipts is typically revenue which comes regularly. In our case, our revenue receipts would be, say, salaries, because they come regularly. So for the government, you have to look at the revenue receipts. For the government, of course, the revenue that comes regularly is taxes, whether it is income tax, personal income tax, corporate taxes across the board. So these are the kind of taxes that come in regularly. So that's a regular source of income for the government. Higher the revenue receipts, the better it is for the government. If the government has done better than what it had anticipated, you will see higher revenue receipts, and that's a good sign. That's a good number to look at. Then there is revenue expenditure, which are again regular expenses. So for instance, in our case, those regular expenses would be rent or mortgage payments or petrol bills, so on and so forth. So like that, government also has revenue expenditure, which is expenditure it has to make just to keep the government running.